this is going to be a fun class. So, thank you, Brother Booker, for allowing me to be here. I appreciate that. This is something that's really, really important. So, I'm not the type of guy that's going to be on time all the time, but we're on time, so we're going to start right here. My name is Brother Chris Lombardo. I'm from Sacramento, California, and I've been in Brother Wilson. Bishop Wilson was my original pastor. I came to California from the Air Force. I was born and raised in Ohio, Cleveland, Ohio area, and man, I just wanted. I knew I wanted to do something, and I felt that. And I don't know anybody in the military here. Anybody know anybody who's in the military here? Okay, right here. All right, brother, you felt that. It was a calling. It was like I got to do something. I want to do something with my life. And there's not many people that end up in the military, because you can see percentage of you aren't in the military, but the certain percentages, and you'll see how this works. Their personality says, I got to do something. I got to make a difference. And they're out there. They're gonna make a difference. And others just say, hey, listen, I'm just here to help you. You know, I'm just here for the donuts. You know. So, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. God put us together before we came out of the factory. Basically, He wired us already. Okay. So what we want to do is we're all one big puzzle. Okay. Nobody's right or wrong. It's just that we want to find out what puts us all together. Why are we all together? What makes us individual? And what makes a big difference is when we all come together, we should work as together as one to make one nice picture. Okay? We're all pieces of a puzzle. All right? And as leaders, how many here are leaders? I think we're all leaders in this here, right? But a leader doesn't have to be that dominant person. A leader could be, a shyer, more compassionate kind of a person, But we're going to find out that where are you in this puzzle? Okay? So this is an assessment that's going to give you an opportunity to know where you fit in. Where are you in this puzzle? And how can you make a difference? But how do you interlink with the person next to you or across from you that's still part of that puzzle? Does that make sense? Okay? So we're going to get right into this. You don't know me, I know a couple of you. I raised my 6 children in church for 40 years. I have now 6 grandchildren in church. I wasn't raised in church. I was raised in 8 kids in a hard-notched Italian Roman Catholic family. That was me. So everything wasn't, so when we talk in our family, it wasn't talking. People say, why are you yelling at me? We're not yelling, we're talking. This is the way we talk. All right? It's like, my wife she's kind of a shyer, but she's, consistent. And I said, hey, listen, when you married me, you knew I was Italian. So, all my family, they're screaming at each other. We love each other, but it's crazy. So I knew all my life I've been searching for, who am I? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? How can I capitalize on who I am? Does that make sense? Okay? So I found out just recently that all the people who said, you know what the problem with you is? Your problem is this. And I'm like, that's just me. But it was me because God made me that. Okay? You know what? You just want to balance a checkbook all the time. I just want to go out there and just spend. God made you that. Yes. God made you. Why? Because He has a bigger ministry of this. See, when I was first introduced to this, and this is not in my notes, when I was first introduced to this, I thought, wow, I can really help the churches with this. I can really help my family with this. I can really help my business with it. Because I use this in my business. I use this with my family. And I'm successful. And I wouldn't have been successful if it wasn't for this. Okay? So it's now is, wait a second, how can I use this in teaching others in the church body to be more, to have better teams, to have better communication, to make sure that when that person walks in, you can identify the type of person they're walking in, and you're not judging them, you're going to help them. And you can communicate. What's the biggest thing in broken relationships is what? Miscommunication. Oh, I thought they were just like stuck up. No! They're just shy and they don't want to talk to a lot of people. Why? It's the way God made them. You're not better than me. I'm not better than you. You're not better than them. But if you can understand that person, or that young person, that young Sunday school student that walks in and they're shy, they're looking around, you can identify what type of personality that person is. Yeah, they might be going through some really great stuff or crazy stuff. Like Brother Hodge was talking about this morning, everybody wanted a hug. We want to find out why they want that hug. Okay? Compared to the little kid that come in with the same bus and he's up there trying to, pop all the balloons, right? So we're gonna get into something. There's a pattern. There's a pattern to everything, and God made that pattern. It's just now it's revealing to us, and now that you're going to know this pattern, it's your responsibility to do something about this pattern. But the main thing is about this pattern is how not to change that person to your personality, is how to change you to match your personality. Because I found out that it's not that I don't fit this job, but the job doesn't fit me. Right? All right? Does that make sense? So I hire and I put people in position that match, their personality matches that job. Not the job matches the personality. They're just going in there and saying, I'll fill this position. And I got a 90-year-old man watching Sunday school kids. But he's an auto mechanic, really good auto mechanic. That's where we want to put him and use his talent, his God-given talents. All right? Let's give God a hand. All right, so I'm going to skip over this. It's making sense of your people puzzle. Okay? We should love all people, right? But there's some people they're easier to they're hard to love. So are we. So if we were to sit down for coffee, there's terrific coffee makers and producers here in the church, and we have we're just going to go and sit down and have coffee, have Coke, water, or whatever like that. I don't know you, you don't know me. And I'm going to ask you two things. And I'm going to find out about you, and you can do the same thing. Okay? I'm going to ask you, what's your name? Gavin. Nice to meet you. Kevin. Kevin's my brother's name. Kevin. I'm Chris, and hey, listen, tell me a little bit about yourself. You feel that you're more of an outgoing person or kind of a reserved person? Both? Then that's good. That's awesome, because there's a blend. Nobody's structured. There's no, like, you are this, you are that. People say caloric and I don't know, all this other stuff. They're like, that was Hippocrates back in like 1300s, all right? So that's when this all started. It was like finding all these personality traits. But people say, well, I'm blended. Well, how do you be this and that together? We're going to find that out today, and that's good. Okay? So if you were to pick between outgoing and reserved, how many in here are outgoing? Okay? Put them down. How many are more of reserved? Okay. All right. I want everybody to stand. We're going to do a little game here. Put all your stuff down. This is a church group, so you're going to be able to trust the person next to you. Wait a second. Has anybody ever stolen anything in their life? Just one little thing? And how about not stolen? If somebody tell me in here, they never told a lie. Never told a lie. Okay. So, watch your stuff. Okay, because we just admitted that we're liars and cheaters. All right. Okay, so everyone who raised their hand and said, I'm outgoing, raise your hand. And I want you to come up front. Come up front. Everybody up front. Everybody up front. If you've gone through this exercise before, just let the other people just kind of go through this with let them experience it. So everybody all in front. And all who are reserved, raise your hand. Now you notice that when people say, who are the outgoing people, they're like, wah! Now the reserved are like, All right, everybody who said that they were reserved, go to the back of the room. Okay, let's make a big space here. All right, we're doing something here. This is going to be fun. So I have, this is my daughter, Angel Ladd. She's my oldest. And yeah, let's give a hand. She is Miss Sunshine. Yes, she's Miss Sunshine. And we'll explain how that. Now, I had 6 kids, and you know what? Angel came out like me. Right? So her and I got along, and we're not pets for a little while, but we understood. Yeah, she's just like Pops. Then we had others. We had our other children, and they're totally my other daughters. They're very quiet. She could talk to a fence post. Okay. And then we had my 3 boys, Vince, Chris, and Jordan. Vince is outgoing. He's like, yeah, let's do this. He can tackle anything, and he's got a blended personality. Talk to people. Chris is totally different personality. He's more quiet and shy, and then Jordan is kind of in between those two. So, how many of you have more than one child? How many have? So, yeah, you can tell that they have different personalities. They're not the same. Okay, and your siblings. How many have siblings that? Yeah, you're different than your brothers, right? That's just. And your mom and dad, there might be total opposites. So why? It's because God made you that way. So. With that, we're going to have people who are outgoing. And people who are reserved. Now, in between the outgoing and the reserved, okay, there's people who are task-oriented and people-oriented. Okay? So how many in here, you say that you're task-oriented? Task-oriented is the type of person that says this. He's Elon Musk. Okay, the whole staff of Elon Musk and SpaceX, they're like, yeah, the rocket went up. That was so great, man. Oh, yeah, good. Yeah, it exploded. Wow. Yeah. We got the task done. That was awesome. But the other side, the people side, are going, yeah, but people got hurt on the other side. We got the task done, but it's people got hurt, and people are going to talk bad about us. I don't care. The job got done. They're just collateral damage. They're not thinking of people. Over here, they're like, we need to write a card to everyone. So, they're staying on your side, stay on your group, side of the room. Anyone who is task-oriented, go to that side of the room. If you feel you are task-oriented, go to that side of the room. People-oriented, it's just that you might be 49, 51%. You might be a little blended in between. It's okay. It's okay. You can change it much. There's nobody holding you down. If you feel if you're task-oriented, I need to split the line. Which side are you at?
Task?
Are you on task side? Are you more of an outgoing person?
Oh, no.
Outgoing task is that side. Outgoing task is over here. The outgoing people is over here. I need a line. Outgoing task, outgoing people. People say, well, I'm right there in the middle. It's okay. Just 51%, 49%, feel which way. This is going to be your reserved task people over here, right? All right? This over here is your reserved people. Okay? All right? There's no right or wrong. This is just you. Okay? This side is called the dominant side. Okay? You love to get things done. You like tasks oriented. You say, hey, listen, get it done or get out of my way. Right? You have a fuel. You have a fuel to you. Right? Your fuel says, your fuel, now everybody has a fuel. Okay? Alright? So the outgoing people, okay? If you listen to their motor, they're going, if you just listen to their motor, their heart, this is what they sound like. You get them excited, they go, they're ready to go. Come on, let's go. Get out of my way. Reserved, their motor sounds like this. You get really excited, they go. Alright, is that you? Okay, so we're getting somewhere here. Alright, so this side, your fuel, tell me if I'm right, is just get it done. Just get it done. We want results, right?
Get it done.
Alright? So the way I talk to you is, if I was any of these other personalities, wouldn't you like for me to come up to you and say, listen, whatever you want done, I'll get it done. You just point me in the right direction, and when I get it done, I'll come back and I'll report back to you, and I'll expect you just to give me something else to do. I'll get it done. Don't worry about me. I'll take care of it. You got it? Does that sound like you? Does it sound like you? Okay? That's speaking my language. Yeah. All right. This side of the room. This is your inspiring side. So you have the dominant side, and it's not that they're mean. It's just that the way that they are. They're not good or bad. This is just the way that God made them. And over here. This is my inspiring side, right? Woo! This is my cheerleading side over here. All right. So their language, okay? Their language. You know, over here I'm like, okay, guys, we're gonna get this done, right? Military. This over here, like, this is the way I would talk to them over here. Hey, everybody! You know what this side is over here? This side, if I said this, you guys would. I don't know, maybe if I've been wrong yet, but this side, their language, because everybody, if you have a fuel, you know, if you don't get fuel in your car, what's you gonna do? So you don't get coffee in the morning, you know, what are you gonna do? It's that fuel, it's like, crashing. But if these people don't get this fuel, this is their language. I'm gonna tell you right now, you tell me whether or not this is your language or not. All they want to do is have fun! That's them. I mean, right here. Raise your hands. How many of you in middle school, high school, college, extracurricular activity? You guys were the cheerleaders, you were the booster club, you were the people like this. Right? They went to
Right here.
Some graduated from college, you know, Kuma Cum Laude, Magna Cum Laude, they graduated, thank the Lord. Okay? They weren't there to go to school. They were there to have fun. Right? It was like, why are you laughing? Because, yeah, this group's over there going, yeah, those are the guys, look, yeah. And they didn't even know we were having it. Right? Okay. Now it's good to laugh at yourself. You don't laugh at the other person now. But it's because you're going to understand that you are different than these people over here. And these people over here. Why? It's because you're not trying to be mean. You're just trying to, I'm trying to point out a positivity that God made you this way. Amen. And if you can work with that other person that you can't touch that person because you don't know how to communicate with them. Right. You're going to learn in these classes, not today, but in these classes, to your groups, of how to effectively communicate so your teams can say, we are on point and we got this job done great. What do you think? It's inspiring. Moving right along. I'm going to put approaching this side because if I approach this side like I just approached this side, they're reserved, they're people personality. If I started yelling and screaming and talking to you like I did, this is not my side. I'm gonna slow my pace down over here. I'm talking to you like we're talking. Okay? Now, some of you are like, well, I'm kind of over there too and over there too, but this is the way that the supportive group would like to do it. Just tell me what to do. I'll help you out. You can come to me at any time. Anytime I need something and you agree to do that, I will definitely support you. I promise I will. This is the heart. You know the way I'm like that? Compared to going, hey, you guys! You're going to shut down. You guys are...
Say that a little louder, you might have to.
Sister, you see these scars? But understand, God has his hand in this. Okay? Because the reason why you like this, your fuel, okay, is not the height. Your fuel as a supportive fuel. This is the heart of your organization. This is the helpers. These are the back office people. These are the people that make things happen, answer the phones, communications, the administrative. Okay? These guys over here. I'm worried for them to talk to right? Am I speaking the truth? Okay. Understand. I didn't know about this years ago. I was introduced to the same thing. And it's changed me. It's changed me. Let me this way. Your fuel will make you say, yes, that's what I need in my life every day when I crash. If somebody would just give me peace and harmony, they're not in their heads going yet. They're not going, no! Why? Because that's we so love you, we support you, we love you. And like I said, without the supportive group, we would not be where we are today in the church.
Right.
This is the people reserve. This is the task-oriented reserve group. By a show of hands, tell me who has a math and history or computer science interest in this group. This group right here, okay, is calculative. They are cautious. This is the inspiring group. This is the cautious group. This is the dominant group. This is the inspiring group. You know, your parents, the happiest day of their lives is when you left home. Because you control the household, you told them what to do. They're like, see ya guys, see ya later. This group over here, it was the saddest day in their lives because they left home. They were the cheer, they were the spark plug, they were the fun in the household, and now they're sitting around going, what are we going to do tonight? This group here, they're the group that loves mom and dad. They'll take care of them. They're the support group. This group over here, they brought their parents home and then sold it back to them and rented it back. Right? The probate in their name. Okay, right? This group here All right? They're the ones that have to go through the environmental impacts. Their question right now is saying, did I really, am I supposed to be in this group right here? This is this group here. This is the group that makes things happen. This is the funnest group in the group right here. This is the most loving group in this place. These are the smartest group. They don't like that side because they studied all night long for those tests. Right? They're like going, I want to bully somebody to get, I'm going to bully somebody to get the answers for the test. These guys over here studying and they're like, oh my God. These guys over here, they go, what test? If I were to speak to you and come to you and say, listen, I'm gonna take out my notepad, and I want you to tell me again what you want me to do. I'm gonna write it down, okay, and I'm gonna take notes on this, and I'm gonna read it back to you, and then I want you to just confirm that I have all the facts correct, because I know that you've done a lot of study in this, and you put a lot of time into this, and I just want to make sure I'm good with this. Is that something that you guys would like for me to do? Yes. Why? Because your fuel, tell me if I am this right, you want quality answers, you want to be valued, and you want to get the task done. Am I speaking your language? Okay? Take note. This is your language. This is who you are. Okay? Let's give a big hand to the Two more things, and then we're going to go into something else. And I don't even know how it is. It's just it expands before you sit down. I want everybody to stick your finger up like this. Finger up like this. All right? Before we move on, it's very important that you know that you're not wrong or you're not right where you're at. Okay? God knows. Everybody say, God knows. God knows. All right? And before we move on, I'm just thinking in my head, this group's over there going, why are we pointing? Move on. Come on. Let's go around. This group's over here going, I'll just hold up my fingers. This group over here is going, what do we need? Now, I want you to look around, and I want you to point to the other puzzle of the other people who, not because you think you should be over there, but it would be your second choice if you were able to say, if I had a second choice, I would go to that group. Point to that group. All right, let's start with this group. All right, bring your hands down. Anybody over here is pointing to that side of the building, raise your hand. Put them down. Anybody pointing from this side, pointing to this side of the group, raise your hand. You're not wrong. That's good. All right. How many in this group is pointing over here?
That's what I meant.
This group. How many pointed over here? Raise your hand. How many pointed over here? Raise your hand. Okay, so you're not wrong. How many people have pointed over here? How many people pointed over here? Over here. How many people pointed this way? Raise your hand. How many people pointed this way? How many people pointed this way? Okay. You see the percentage over here? How many people over here, task-oriented, reserve, pointed over this way? How many? Raise your hand. How many people raise their hand? Raise your hand and point it that way. How many people point it this way? You want to defect, that's up to you. I'm not look down at your feet. Everybody look down at your feet. You have no shackles. There's nobody holding you where you're at. The beauty of this is God made people, some high spectrum over here, high spectrum over there, and there, and there. But he then did something beautiful and positive. He blended you. Because you have, whether you believe it or not, you have a portion of every single talent in here. And that's called a blend. Does that make sense? So true. It is. Okay? So when over here, they're looking over here saying, they're so cold, they don't know, they don't understand me, we just want to have fun. And they think this side, they're going, those are the most laziest people over there. Okay? But did you see the people who raised their hand to go over there? Raise your hand. You're strong over here, you want the task. You want that, you're back here. But over here, you're like, the other side of me says, I want to have fun. So, wouldn't it be awesome if you were able to visit that side? Right. Because you stayed to one side, you also stayed to the side, you stayed to that side. Mostly, the majority of people are going to follow that all the way around the circle, either way. But it's hard to cross this way. Just trying to answer your questions.
I just thought that was like, I had to do the hard part.
You have to do the hard part. You know why? Because opposites attract. Because over here she's saying, man, he just gets things done. He's a leader and I love that. I'm shy. I don't have that in my life. For me personally, I might have a little, but that's what attracted. He's going, man, I am out of control. I need some stability in my life. And man, wow, right? That's it. Microphone. That's it.
Oh, exactly right.
Okay. Okay. So, what about your children? What about these children coming to church? What about the people that you work with? You're tasking people to do things. Hey, can you do me a favor and call all these people? And they're going, do you have phone numbers and proper addresses? Communicate effectively. You're like, just call them. No, you want to find somebody that's supportive, that knows what to do. And here's that. These people say, I'll do whatever you want, but don't put me in front of the group. These people say, I'll go in front of the room, but let me do your Excel spreadsheets. Okay? I'll make a report and I'll give it to one of these guys up here. These guys say, yeah, I could do that, and I'll hammer it down. They know the message, but they're not the right messenger. These guys just like, whoa, we're going to have some announcements and squirrel. I'm going to set you down. We can do this all day. Okay, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna do decently and in order. God says decently and in order. So just so we can have them sit down now, because if we ask them to have them sit down later, they'll say, "Oh, you go first." Let's give a round of applause. Let's give a hand to the next person. That people we're going to give it to because they want everything done decently in order. Let's give it to the cautious side. The next group we're going to give it to the dominant side because I don't want to get beat up.
Yeah, don't make us go last.
No, I'm not going to let you go last. The reason why I'm going to let them go last is because we're going to be selling together.
Actually, you're
so funny. Okay, everybody have a seat real quick. Oh, one of my pockets? One of my pockets? Oh, that was, oh, okay, okay, gotcha. I need help passing this out. Everybody have a pen? Pass these out, sir. Everybody have a pen? All right, we need a pack. No, I just need everybody to get a piece of paper, pass them out real quick. Yeah, as long as you're not in the wrong group, yeah, pass them out. Yeah, pass them. Everybody gets a piece of paper. We have 10 minutes to go here. Is this okay? Is everybody enjoying this? Yeah. Okay, does this make sense? Is this something you want to learn more about? Okay.
Does anybody have any extras that if you guys are comfortable or pack it up? Oh, wait, you got some of that. Oh, we got
Okay, just so you know that the cautious group, the task-oriented reserve, I figured this out by myself right up here. Just let you know. Otherwise, I would have had to come up and help me. All right. So, everybody has this paper. You need one? Okay. Anybody else need paper? I have one left. One left. Okay, we're going to go over this really quick. All right, outgoing, we did that. We showed we have an outgoing and a reserve group. Okay? All right, and we have a task-oriented people, and then we have a people group. Okay? This is called the DISC. DISC. Dominant, inspiring, supportive, cautious. DISC. D-I-S-C. And you were in one of these sections up here, right? One of these quadrants. All right? This is an outgoing task-oriented people. This is an outgoing people-oriented, reserved people-oriented, and reserved task-oriented. Does that make sense to everybody? All right. So, we're going to go over the D personality. Okay? Real quick. D, what does that stand for? These are the dominant group. You're going to write that down. Dominant group. These people are direct and demanding and decisive. Is that bad? Nope. That's part of your personality. I thought that these were my weaknesses, my faults. God don't make mistakes. Okay? This is the determined group. You need a pen, bro? And the doer. They're the doers. Now, with this, there's a blind spot. Everybody has a blind spot. And the D's, here's your blind spot. You don't mean to be, but you're defiant. You don't mean to be defiant, but you're like, you're not doing it my way. I'm going to do it myself. Or you know what? Forget you. I'm going to do it. I got to get this done. Right? Give me a second. Then we have the outgoing group. The I, the inspiring group. Woo! That's party. The other guy was like this. Get done. This group says, have some fun.
Right, right.
They're inspiring. They're influencing, impressionable. I'm just going really fast. If you guys want to take a picture or get this afterwards, I'd be happy to get this for you later. They're interactive. They love to interact with people. Hey, let's all get together. Let's have lunch. Let's exchange email addresses. They came here thinking they're going to see their friends, have a good time, exchange email addresses. First time they met you, you guys were going to have a great time, and they never call you back. Impressive. They're impressive people. They're involved. They're the ones behind the scenes making things happen. They show up and say, who's going to be there? And who's going to see me? They get the red. They're red. Their colors are red. Here's their blind spot. They're illogical. It's like, huh? They're the opposite of the eyes on the other side. You tell them anything, they're like, oh wow, yeah, really? That's okay. I'm gonna have fun. You have the supportive group. They're more reserved. Okay? They're more reserved. 10 minutes, great, perfect, I'm online. They're more reserved. You have the dominant say, get things done. Supportive are the inspiring goes, have some fun. Supportive says, just be nice. Just be nice. Reserved. They're supportive. They're steady. And they're stable. They like things in order. They put things together. They care for people. They're the ones writing the letters to people. They're the ones saying, thank you for coming to our church. Happy birthday, here's a card. Those are the people. And we need that. We need that. Even the dominant guys are like, oh, that's so cool. I'll stack them up. They're sweet. The status quo, they like the status quo. And they're shy. But their blind spot is their disciple. Because they will do anything that anybody tells them to do or asks them to do. Who is our supportive group back here? The S group. Raise your hand, S group. I'm going to give you a word of advice that you're going to say, I wish somebody would have told me this before. Okay, you ready? Hey, I need you to put together a report, put this thing together here. I want you to do all this stuff, and you're going, okay. I'll get it done because I don't want to hurt your feelings. If that's what you want me to do, I'll do. Okay. Here's what you say to them. Thank you. I'm sorry, I have prior commitments. Write that down. I'm sorry, thank you for asking, but I have prior commitments. The D's gonna go, hey, the I's are good. The I's are like, okay. How do you communicate with that person? We get to the C's. They're reserved, they're task-oriented. Get it done. Let's have fun. Be nice. Be precise. Make sense? Does everybody do that? All the D's go, get it done. Get it done. All the I's say, have some fun. All the S's say, just be nice. And all the cautious say, be precise. This is the group that, I'll get into that. They're cautious. Their favorite question is what? Not what, but why? Why? Simon Sinek says, know your why. Start with your why. I'm serious. You got to start with their why. Hey, listen, so this rocket doesn't explode. Okay, you tell them the reason why. We need you to put these calculations together. So at 40 seconds in, we have a separation of the engine. Okay? That's the why. They're calculative. They're competent. They're conscientious. They're how does that word is? Careful. And they come across their blind spot is cold. It's like, wow, they're cold. No, they're just sitting there thinking in their head and their brain's going, And one time my friend said, he said, man, you're sitting over there just like you were zoning. It's like your brain was, there was smoke coming out of the top of your head. He says, man, I thought you were electing the Pope or something. You don't get that? When they elect the Pope with smoke. So D's like to win. They like to plan for the future. They like new ideas, results. Take a picture of this. They like to be their own boss. I mean, D's in here who have their own businesses. They like to move fast. And they like a challenge. The I's like to be liked. Fun. I'm the mayor. They express their ideas and their feelings. And they're just going to tell you what happens without you even asking. They like to be in front of a group. They like surprises and activities. They also like recognition. The S's like to be accepted. Let me just stop right here and say, I know I'm running out of time. Sunday school, a little kid comes in, and one's running all over the place. They want to be recognized. What type are they? They're eyes. So you got to give them something to do. Hey, buddy, you're gonna be my partner today, okay? I want you. You're gonna in front of all these people. You're gonna be up there with me. You want to be up there with me? But if you act out like that again and don't listen to me, I'm going to sit you in the back of the room. You don't want to be in the back of the room, do you? No! Okay, you're my partner. He's like, yeah, I'm his partner today. Right? So you recognize that. S's like teamwork and then cooperation. They like sticking with what works. They like harmony. They like to stay the same. Everything staying the same. They love appreciation. Thank you for doing what you're doing. You're supporting us. I appreciate that. The C's like to be right. They like to be right. Because they calculated all this already. And it's right. I didn't get. Let me tell you this. My wife says, I went to Walmart and guess how much I bought this dress for? I go, $15? No, $14.97. It's $15. No, it's $14.97. She's right. I'm right. But she's more right. Alright? You're laughing back there because you know that's true. Okay. So, they like to establish a pattern. They like clear instructions. Give them instructions. I like finishing what I started, and I like organizing my things. Now imagine, look at these colors here. Oh my word. Brother, the Hajj today said, hey, let's get some green shirts and yellow shirts and blue shirts and red shirts. I'm like, yeah, there you go. Recognize who these people are. You're a red shirt. Oh yeah, you're the one that I need to put, You're inspiring. You're the inspiring group. You have to put you in a red shirt when you come to Sunday school. I don't know. I'm typecasting them, but that's their color. You can recognize them. I don't know. Give them a job to do. This is what. Here is your screen. Your tip is before you can be in authority, you must learn to be under authority. D's. C's, the secret is to be nice. It's very important to be nice. Okay? Just be nice. Okay? S's, you may actually help people if you say no. I'm so sorry. I have prior commitments today. I can get it done, but I just have prior commitments. Thank you for asking. And then the C's, people don't care how much you know. You can spit out all the calculations you got. But I don't know you care. So how are you to be so cold and talk to somebody when you're being cold? You got to step out of there and say, how do I recognize these other traits and talk to them in their language and fuel them with the words that they want to hear, then they can cooperate more. Does that make sense? I didn't learn this before. What if the churches learn this? What if your group learned this? Amazing. Okay. Right out of space here. Okay, oh yeah, there it is. Okay, percentage of population, 10% are D's. Out of the whole population, only 10% are D's. You saw there was only 6 people up here. Okay? Over here, percentage, 25%. 25% of the world's population is I. Now watch this. Oh yeah. Their symbol is an exclamation point. Get it to them! Now! Exclamation point. I'm the star of the show, man. Ooh, give me a red star. Ooh, I put him in this. They put him in the sidewalk in Hollywood. I gotta be a star. Okay? The 30 to 35%. Now notice, people make up 65, people-loving people make up 65% of the world's population. The people who love people make up 65% of the population. And theirs is in the back. No, I can take it or leave it. Plus or minus. I love you, and it's okay. You can, we want to go to eat. I don't know, you choose. Oh, all right. That's not bad. It's just the way that God made you. 20 to 25% of these people, the C's, if you'll notice, 35% of the world is task-oriented. 65 love people. And their symbol is the question mark. Why? Why? Now, I'm ending with this. If we as a church and we as people take this in consideration, that the plan is already there, the puzzle's already made, we're just part of the puzzle. And if we can put into our hearts to live by this one rule, everything will fit together. And Jesus said it. Love others. Love God and yourself. All these things else will follow. Thank you. If you want more information, you can click on this, leave your name and number, email address. I had my C personality friend put this together at 2 o'clock in the morning this morning. He was so happy to do it. Take that picture and then you fill out the information. We can meet with your group. We can meet with yourself. We'll give you a personality test. We'll show you exactly where your blends are. Okay? That makes sense? Thank you for your time.